So modern Christchurch is defined by the earthquakes which struck us in 2010 and 2011. About 2 years the city shook. There were 4 major earthquakes, thousands of aftershocks. And the one that caused the most damage happened almost 15 years ago exactly, 22nd of February 2011, 12:51 PM in the afternoon, and our city was shaken to pieces. One of the most violent earthquakes recorded in a city area, and right in the centre of the earthquake was right here in the centre of town. We lost 80% of the buildings in the centre of our city. We lost whole suburbs that will never be built on again. And tragically we lost 185 lives. Where you see empty spaces like on the left-hand side here, that's where buildings once stood. Now we're 15 years on from that event. You can imagine there's been an awful lot of building has taken place in the meantime. But originally, the centre of Christchurch was just like...
I can take over.
We're coming up now. This is stop number 3. This is Bill Ivy. Try not to be distracted as we drive through here. It's very, very busy. It's one of the busiest days I've seen. We're coming up into the main hospitality area. And this is the final day. The next stop will be stop number 4, as I mentioned, Riverside Park. Heading off to the left and the right. Looking for a genuine All Blacks jersey, the left hand side there in the souvenir shop. Get one of those. Down 5 lanes to the left here. This is the best bookshop at Christchurch, Scorpio Books. Probably the best bookshop in New Zealand. And on the right we have Valentine's. So Valentine's is a Christchurch institution. This is the last remaining department store in the country. It prides itself on old-fashioned service and good quality goods. It's got a genuine tea rooms in there, and it's been on the same site since 1872 and under the same private family ownership, the Valentine family. This is stop number 5, Valentine's. Down Market Lane to my right there. That's where you can buy not just groceries but also fresh food for your lunch or your dinner. You can also get a great selection of New Zealand craft beer or New Zealand wines. It's a lot cheaper than buying it from your minibar in your hotel. This is stop number 6. Ahead of us we have our new stadium, Takata, $683 million, seat 30,000 people. It's so new it's not even open yet. But it will be open just about 3 weeks' time. I can't wait. We're getting a bit soft in Christchurch these days. The stadium is on a roof, full-time roof. It's not one of those ones you can roll back. It's on all the time. That means we'll be able to watch our rugby league, football, watch our favourite artists. Oh no, knowing that we're not going to get drenched. As thousands of people were last week, when they went to see Ed Sheeran at our old stadium. We're coming up now to stop number 7. This is the Royal Corgi stop, so named for the 3 bronze Corgi statues on the left-hand side of the tram as we swing around the corner. Let's commemorate Queen Elizabeth's 50 years on the throne. We didn't commission a statue of her, we commissioned a statue of one of the Corgis. This is stop number 7, the Royal Corgi stop. The Queen had 30 Corgis in her lifetime. She also had some Dorgies, which is when Princess Margaret's dachshunds got in amongst the Corgis. It's a royal scandal you don't hear about too much. This is another hospitality centre here. Duck Island on the left hand side there. That store has only been open a couple of months. It's still very, very popular. That's for ice cream. From a Hamilton based firm, I think. C1 Espresso. Business now is Smash Palace. Smash Palace was one of the first bars to open in Christchurch Central after the earthquakes. Someone drove a bus onto the intersection, just like right now, parked up and started selling alcohol and food. They've never moved. The bus is still there. The bus is the bar. There's Fresh Choice Supermarket around there, down there on Litchfield Street. Bus exchange just to the left there. We're coming up now to stop number 8. We wanted a low-rise city centre. We wanted the wind tunnels. We wanted sunshine to be able to reach the streets. And this is the result here on the left-hand side. It's as high as you can build a building in Christchurch, the centre of Christchurch these days. 28 metres. They're built on base isolators, which is like shock absorbers for buildings. Safety glass. The foundations actually go down further than the building goes up, 30 metres. That's because Christchurch was built on a swamp. That's how far they had to go down to get to solid ground. If you're looking for the cardboard cathedral, this is the stop for you. 1864 and 1904, that's 40 years. It took around about 40 seconds for it to be substantially destroyed in the earthquakes. We spent a lot of years debating the future of this building. All cards were on the table, including total demolition. But we seem to have settled in a place where we are doing a staged renovation or reconstruction. Restoration is probably the right word. So there's no work happening at the moment, but there will be some work starting in a few months' time that hopefully will enable the cathedral to be opened up with the front part of it being restored. Hopefully it won't take 40 years for the cathedral to be totally restored. On the right hand side is an example of a building that was earthquake strengthened after many earthquakes. So it survived beautifully. We've always known that we are an earthquake risk country. It's the Shaky Isles. There's a child at school. Every year we get to do earthquake drills. Well, the room will lie under our desks or under a door jam, the safest places to be. It's got us in good stead too. And the earthquakes destroyed. Well, that mural back there, that's depicting a scene from Antarctica. That reflects the fact that Christchurch is a gateway city to the ice for well over 100 years. So the epic expeditions of Peter Shackleton and Robert Falcon's they left from Littleton Harbour. Just a news output. What they since we have. Italy and South Korea and New Zealand base their ice operations out of Christchurch, as did the United States of America with their deep freeze operation. They've been here since 1950. So we're back at stop number 2 again. We're going to have a wee break here. David's going to come back on board and drive you. We'll take you through the heritage loop, starting with stop number 10.
Full day like this, if you want to go for a walk, depending on it, it's on 13. We're across Montreal Street here, Rue de Montréal. Popular city of Montreal on the eastern side of Canada. The largest French-speaking city in North America. Our next stop, coming up stop here, the old campus of Canterbury University here for over 100 years until 1974. A beautiful collection of neo-Gothic buildings to wander through here. Freedom. Here at stop 12, the Art Center. Made of stone. Quarried locally at the Hoswell Quarry. The lighter shade here, the limestone comes from the town of Oamaru, about 3 hour drive south of Christchurch. Beautifully restored here after the quakes. Go through the archway that will give you access to the inner quadrangle. That's a popular destination for many of our travelers to take it all in. Right here at stop number 13. It's your stop also for the Botanic Gardens, just across the street through the gates here. Stop 13. Quarried locally at the Hoswell Quarry. The lighter shade here, the limestone comes from the town of Oamaru, about 3 hour drive south of Christchurch. Beautifully restored here after the quakes. Go through the archway that will give you access to the inner quadrangle. That's a popular destination for many of our travelers to take it all in. Right here at stop number 13. It's your stop also for the Botanic Gardens, just across the street through the gates here. Stop 13. Here, especially on the left, the dining hall of Christ College, one of the oldest high schools in New Zealand, here dated back to 1857. The dining hall was built in the early 1920s. That's where the students who board here have their breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. See student accommodation next
そうや
stop
な、大学
14, your second chance to visit
何
the
年
Botanic
で
Gardens
も
of
カレッジって言ったらなんか2年生とか短大のイメージがあるけど
Walk along the river, that's gonna
なん
take
か
you there.
大学の図書館
It's just for walking.
入れるらしいよ
400 acres of green space, that's a lot to choose from.
うん
One of the largest inner city parks you'll find here anywhere in the world. Right here at stop 14.
庭が広い庭が広い道がこれは羨ましい
Maggie Park is the home of many festivals in the summertime.
勉強を取ってないからなんかめんどくさくなる
Craft beer makers from all over the country joined.
でも
Several thousand people attended
でも
yesterday.
まだ就活もやったから
Coming up in February,
や
we've
っぱ
got
オーストラリアの
the
ちょっとライブしたい
Music
人は
Festival.
こちらもねそれが景色が
They're expecting over 80,000 people to attend this
なんかさ
They think one of the largest, not the largest in the festival.
日本さいっぱい山が
A lot of things on the menu here coming up in February.
なんだろうな山肌のなんやろ形が気になんか
Beautiful stretch of
なんだろうな
road here on our tour.
山梨はまた違うかもしれないけど九州の
Many
マリスのみ
these
たいな
houses dating back to the 19th century, including this one, the Low Red House, that's still heritage listed. It was built in 1899 by private architect Hearst Seeger, well known here across the city. Several residences that he's built in the suburbs of Kashmir in southern little seaside community, about 14 kilometers from the city center. Stop 15, this time alongside Cracker Square. Coming up next, stop 16, that's your stop for Quake City. You'll probably squeeze it in, it's 3 o'clock, it'll be close at 5 today. It does give good reviews, it's curated by the Academy Museum, which tells you everything you need to know about the earthquake that happened here in 2011. Also other significant earthquakes. The one in 1931 in Baker, North Island. Almost destroyed the town completely and was rebuilt in the style of the era of Art Deco architecture. It's now the largest Art Deco city in the world. All this and more here at Wake City. It'll be open till 5 today for $25 right here at stop 16. There's also a popular diner down this road here on the left if you're into that sort of thing. It's a replica of an American-style diner of the 1950s. It's right next to the casino, aptly named Route 66, that famous road that connects Chicago all the way to Santa Monica on the west coast of California. do a drive-by the old provincial parliament that's that complex here on the right-hand side. Dates back to the 1860s. Got a bit shaken up in the earthquake. It will be restored though after the end of this decade. It's the only remaining provincial parliament in New Zealand of all the provinces of that era. So that's a significant heritage value here in Cyprus. Catch a glimpse of the Avon River if you didn't get a good snapshot that stopped. Here on the left with the beautiful weeping willows. There's a lot of those along the river in Central City. Brought here from the French settlers that arrived here in 1838. To do here, the square, Victoria Square, many famous statues of famous people, Captain James Cook, Queen Victoria, and also two beautiful fountains, the Vodka Fountain, the iconic Dandy Lion Fountains from the early 1970s, stock 1717. Typical British experience. Destination for you here on the right, the Victoria, classic English style pub. You want to live the truly British experience here in Christchurch. Downing a couple pints of lukewarm English lager. That's your destination. Complex here dating back to 1932. And the second most famous brewer in the world, right here, San Rocky Gelato. Get your picture taken. He's on millions of photographs on Instagram. Right here at Stop 18. Alright, Murray says it's time to go here. Let's see if we're going to be able to needle this tram through this amazing crowd on the beautiful New Regent Street. The style of architecture here is Mission Revival. You guys. It's a combination of the traditional Spanish mission and the arts and crafts movement of the Those of you who have visited Southern California will recognize this style here. It was popularized in the 1910s and 1940s in towns like San Diego and Riverside. Alright, just like that, we are finishing our tour of 18 stops around the city. Appreciated the tour and things here about our city here. Feel free to stay on board, though we're going to stop for a few minutes. And for this dramatist, this will be our final journey around the city today. Otherwise, if this is your last stop, thanks for using Christchurch Tram Tour. This is stop number 1 at Cathedral Junction.
Let's go.